VINCENZO'S Crash Crypto Investing, where you like, subscribe, and share for a one-of-a-kind, company-made, probability-based trading alert and technical analysis. And I try to tell you that the stock market, interest rates, bond yields rising, interest rates rising, fiscal and monetary tightening, all affects the stock market and risk assets especially. And crypto is at the top of the risk assets to where it can't afford any tightening from what it has now. And you can see again, crypto, we had that charlatan in the comment section that, yes, isn't a member of Jabroni Killers, which it's almost live. For a simple, easy, affordable payment, Jabroni Killers will be available. And this guy, every time XRP pumps a little bit, he says it's going to the moon. And look at that, XRP's down 5% again. It's back down to 78 cents. And if it breaks that key support zone, it's gonna trade much farther down. And we try to keep you out ahead of everything. And that's why you need to become members of Jabroni Killers. So that way you can stay on top of what's going on in the crypto market, because you're going to understand what's going on with the Federal Reserve, where the 30-year bonds are, the 10-year bonds, like the 10-year just went over 2% for the first time in about 6 years. It's a huge milestone. It's been on a huge tear from when it was down to about 0.7, and now it's up to over 2. That's a huge move up in interest rates, and that causes a huge problem. And with the Fed doing quantitative tightening, where they're making money scarcer, they're getting rid of cheap money, that puts pressure on the risk assets where there's no revenue being generated. And that is AKA crypto to a T, right? So you have to be on top of that. And that's why you need to become members of Jabroni Killers, because it gives you another leg up to help you diagnose, sniff out, and detect, to keep you on top of the market and 69.69 steps ahead of the competition and the market manipulators, right? And as you can see, Bitcoin's down 2% as the stock market continues to have sell pressure, especially in the tech sector, right? And the EV market. Doge, 3.5%. XRP nearing 6%. Litecoin, 5.5%. Bitcoin futures, 4% down. XLM 5.25%. XDC, Quanta, C low, and the DGB, they're all getting hammered. DGB is one of the harder hit ones because there's a nothing coin, right? All of these are getting hammered, and you're getting fleece heisted and shisted if you haven't been using Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing videos to keep you out ahead of the competition. And now you can see we're trying to build a little bit of a base and a continuation pattern. And if we zoom out as I'm driving to have this asshole in front of me, car, and this place right here, never under any circumstances go to that place right there. It is a urgent care. They are very fat, very obese, and very rude, mean, and obnoxious employees that work there that refuse to help you, and they are very rude and very unprofessional, and they should be barred and embarrassed to call themselves medical professionals, right? An absolute disaster and a disgrace. And it's things like that that Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing can help you audible out of, so you don't have to get beaten down in the market and be treated hostilely and unprofessionally and inappropriately, right? At Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing, we treat you professionally, appropriately, and with the utmost respect and care to keep you out ahead of the competition and the market manipulators, as we fleece, heist, and shist, and overt and sovert all the fucking money out of their pockets into ours, right? And you can see now with Bitcoin, we're going to do a short term, and we got these yellow arrows, and that yellow arrow is the underneath support on this orange ring at 40,859. If you breach that orange ring, you're coming right down to the blue ring underneath it at 39,180. If you bounce back up, your local upper resistance is a 200-day, just below your medium resistance in the short term at 45,569, right? So that's what's going on there in Bitcoin. And if you want to try to get bullish this weekend and come up to that green arrow at 52,000 after the market closes and it's a thinly traded weekend trading, you got to bounce off of this orange ring where that yellow arrow is at $40,869. Hold that, bounce, find some buyers in a thinly traded market over the weekend, so you don't have to have that many buyers. Get the buyers to come in though, and then push the price up through the weekend and try to make a run at that $52,000. Is it possible? Sure. Is it likely? Nope. Is it plausible? Absolutely not. What's more likely is it trades down, fails support, and it's closer to that 39,000 than it is the 45,000 by the time the futures market opens Sunday, right? So that's what's going on there in the Bitcoin. And we're going to take a look at XRP real quick. And you can see XRP is in the same thing, but we're going to go to the 1 hour time frame. And you can see now, like we told you, with that charlatan, that when it came up here the other day, if you're in the hour time or the daily time frame, the 200-day moving average is right there. But in the hour time frame, you can see we've sold off and traded down to the 200-day in green. And I think you're trading back, like I told you and warned about, to all you people not to get bought into the hype train and the charlatans and all the snake oil salesmen out there selling you a bag of goods, and you're going to be left holding a bag of shit, right? And we told you it was got to come back down, and the critical part was going to be not anywhere up here. It was going to be when you back test at the 72 cents where this yellow arrow is, and can you hold that? If you can hold that, then you can start to trade back up to a local top and then breach that with volume and try to trade all the way up here to the top part of this symmetrical triangle that you initially broke down out of and then broke back into, but you need to back test this first before you can get up there. And this is the critical spot this weekend. Can you hold this? And if you can, you're gonna have a phenomenal trade this weekend. If you're playing a bounce and you trade the bounce off of here and it does bounce, you should get up into here this weekend, if and only if you can bounce off of this, right? You'll get up to at least another local double top in a thinly traded weekend market. But what's more likely to happen is you struggle to hold support and find the buyers here in a thinly traded market, and you start trading down to a local bottom at about 53 or 54 cents that you hit back here, and back there. That scumbag in the charlatan in the comment section said, when did it ever hit sub 60 cents or 60 cents or below? Well, right here on January the 22nd, it was at 56 cents. And then a few days later, it was still at 56 cents, right? About 3 days later. And then again, as recently as end of January, it was in the 50s. So that charlatan's obviously not watching the videos. He obviously has nothing going on in his life, and he's frustrated with being fleece heisted and shysted as he turns every corner. There's a charlatan there taking his money from him, and he doesn't understand or have the knowledge or the foresight or the intellectual integrity and intelligence to sidestep these kind of snake oil salesmen and the charlatans, and he ends up at a very depressed state in life, in a very lonely spot, because he has no way to dig himself out of a hole that just keeps getting deeper and deeper. As he continues to dig, the hole gets bigger and it keeps caving in from above also, and he just tries to bring other people down because he gets frustrated every time he tries but can't understand and fails and doesn't succeed because he's not willing to accept help and listen. He can only try to put down what others are doing because he is being beat down in life. But one day, yes, maybe one day you, my good man, my charlatan out there, will get and find his footing, get out of that basement that you're living in, walk upstairs and see the beautiful sunlight finally starting to show signs of life and spring in the greater Bloomington metropolitan area and central Illinois as the snow continues to melt. But there is still several inches of snow on the ground as we had a deep snowpack. But after several 40-degree days in rain in a row, the snowpack, as you can see, is dwindling down to just a few inches, probably 3 inches, and will be fastly eroding, just like this guy's hope and future has been fastly eroding. By that, VINCENZO'S Gold Crypto Investing, we help you build a structured trading style to give you confidence in what you're doing and what you're seeing, to go ahead and execute the play that you've drawn up. Yes, you, not me. I don't tell you how to trade or what to trade. I just show you how and what to look for. How and what to look for while technical trading. I teach you how to identify a chart and use the technical traders to make a probability-based trade, and you'll be confident and knowledge. You'll be confident and knowledge-filled when you take and join members of Jabroni Killer. So XRP, to sum this up, 72 cents is your local support, 85 cents is your local major upper resistance. But the only way you can get up there is you got to hold support where this yellow arrow is to trade back up in a thinly traded weekend early next week. 98 cents, right? If you fail to hold where this yellow arrow is, you're more than likely where I've been forecasting you to eventually come down, even after this little pump that we thought could happen but didn't think would happen, is you're coming down to 47 cents. But a local weekend bottom could be 60, 61 to 59 to 61 cents, right? So that's what's going on there. Like, subscribe, and share to Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing, and keep us marching our way towards 1,000 subscribers and become the first member of Jabroni Killer. And you can see our gold market has done phenomenal today. You can see hedging, and this will be something you can do. I'll let you guys trade along with Vincenzo. I'll show you my long-term portfolio and my long-term holds, and you can see today, come on, you can see today we did fairly well so far, but I still have funds that are going. You can see we were up 3.34% today in our portfolio. My one old work IRA that I put into this, shit, I don't know where I'm going, I lost them. And then my individual one, you can see we got $3,000 in there, and I'll let you trade with me with Vincenzo, right? But you can see in the gold and silver bullion market, the stock market and the crypto market was getting hammered, but the gold and silver bullion market was up 3.34%. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love.